What's good with y'all niggas, man? I just watched Jujutsu Kaisen, bruh. This shit is hard. This shit is cold. Bruh, Jujutsu Kaisen is cold, bruh. I don't know why I was sleeping. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas why I was sleeping, bruh. It kind of reminds me of Kakaishi. So when I saw how them niggas were fighting outside of school, I was like, Kakaishi. A Kakaishi copy or a Kakaishi clone. So at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm good off Jujutsu Kaisen. The only thing I want to say is the Kakaishi opening is hands down better than the Jujutsu Kaisen opening, bruh. Listen to that shit. That shit's hard, bruh. And also, you can't lie, Jujutsu Kaisen has the same kind of concept as Inuyasha. They're trying to capture all of Sukuna's fingers. I don't know if I said a nigga's name right. In Inuyasha, they're trying to capture all the demon shards. You know, similar concept. But, my nigga, you can't lie. The fits at the end are cold. This show gives me Bleach vibes because if there's ever an episode where they actually have to go shopping or have to go to a shopping center, I'm gonna tell you right now, you just gonna be dripped out. Megumi's gonna be dripped out. Loki Inamaki, bruh, he may be dripped out. He may have some sevens on, bruh. I think Inamaki, the nigga who don't speak, or he only speaks in like euphemism or some shit, that nigga is gonna be dripped out. I can see Gojo in some ones, some off-white UNC ones, bruh. Gojo's gonna be clean. But nah, bruh. The concept of curses in this series is cold as fuck because it aligns with reality, and I like that shit a lot. I love when they use things and concepts that are going on in our own world to aid in their own world building. It makes fantasy elements feel more grounded and real. You know, the whole idea where curses feed off of negative human emotions like regret, guilt, sadness, sorrow, shit like that, and how these are hotspots for curse activity. And that's why jails, schools, hospitals, graveyards, and also suicide hotspots are all hotspots for cursed activity or where cursed items tend to just pop up. They're using these very, very real concepts to add a viability to this fantasy world, and that shit is cold, bruh. It draws you in because you feel that. You know there's a place deep down in your soul that irks you to go. Like, the doctor's office may not be the funnest place for you to go, or you know how eerie it feels to go to a graveyard, or you also know how dark it feels to go to school if you didn't want to go to school. Like, if you believe in ghosts in general, then you just know that hospitals and jails are always like hotspots for ghost activity or paranormal activity. And you know, I believe in that shit because my nigga Nikola Tesla said himself, as soon as humans start looking to the non-physical, we'll make more progress in a decade than we have made in the last 100 years. He said something along those lines. Nikola Tesla's a genius. Looking to that nigga because I fuck with math, I fuck with science, I fuck with outer space and astral shit, celestial shit, I fuck with all that. And Nikola Tesla was onto something, and there's a reason why they shut that nigga up. But anyway, this domain expansion shit, bro. Nigga, I need to get a blanket on because that shit's cold. I'm about to grab my blanket. I'm about to grab my blanket right now before I talk to this shit because this shit's cold, bro. Fuck, I'm about to fuck up my whole bed. I had this whole bed dressed, but nah, fuck that shit because nigga, I'm gonna start freezing when I talk about this domain expansion, bro. Alright, give me a sec. I need to cover my toes. You know, can't get frostbite in this bitch because domain expansion is cold in a bitch, bro. Look at this shit. Why do they show teeth when, bro? Nothing makes me get goosebumps or shiver harder than when some cold shit is happening and the character decides to show his teeth. Bro, I don't know what it is, but when these niggas start showing their teeth, when they pull out that domain expansion, bro, that shit is cold. That shit is cold. Look at Megumi in the last episode 23. That nigga showed his teeth for the first time, nigga. I got goosebumps. That nigga said, incomplete domain expansion, bro. That shit was cold. Bro, that shit was cold as fuck, bro. Megumi, I give that nigga some claps. That shit was hard, bro. Who else did his domain expansion that was cold? Oh yeah, and I almost forgot about this. But I gotta interject this shit really quick. I'm gonna go back to domain expansion, but let me interject real quick. Sakuna gives me Genghis Khan vibes. This nigga is a villain, bro. This nigga's so cold. You would think that Sakuna, him being like the demon king, he'll just fuck with, or the curse king, he'll just fuck with all the curses off rip. Bruh, when Mahito tried to touch his soul, this nigga Sakuna looked him dead in the eye, said, fuck is you doing, my nigga? This nigga looked him in the dead in the eye, said, learn your fucking place, bro. Like, and he was looking at him like he was a piece of trash. Bro, that shit gave me goosebumps. I was like, bro, Sakuna's cold. Sakuna is cold. God damn, bro. Hold on. Let me pull up his name really quick so I know I'm saying this shit right. Yes. Sakuna is cold. Oh my god. He looked that nigga dead in the eye. He said, know your place. Right before Mahito tried to touch Yuji's soul, I had feelings like, isn't Sakuna up in there? What's gonna happen? Is he just gonna instantly kill Mahito? But nah, he did something worse, and he broke Mahito's spirit. He tried to touch his soul. Sakuna looked that nigga dead in the eye like this nigga was a fool. Like, that's what I love about anime and manga. They really put emphasis on looking like a fool. He looked at Mahito like he was a fool, like he had no business being there. And that shit, ooh, that shit was hard. He looked that nigga in the eye. He said, just sun that nigga. He sunned Mahito. He said, do this shit again, you're dead. He said, know your fucking place. Stay in your lane. Oh my God. He said, bruh, I'm a father to y'all niggas. What are you doing? Don't touch me again. Bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. That shit was so hard, bruh. And then he did his domain expansion and Yuji got in. It was GG. Because I knew as soon as he got in, I was like, oh yeah, he's going to touch his soul. And Mahito, why you touching niggas' souls, bruh? Hey, nigga, you sus, fool. But my nigga Mahito, he on some other shit, bruh. I can't even lie to you. A nigga touch my soul, you gonna have to kill me. You have to kill me. But this nigga touched Yuji's soul. Well, he tried to. He attempted to. And it's cold because since Yuji is suppressing Sakuna, he knows the shape of his own soul. That's hard. And I think that's big for Yuji. I think that's something the sorcerer, sooner down the line, you have to know the shape of your soul to do some crazy shit. But yeah, of course, I'm gonna read the manga because this shit deserves to be read. I'm trying to read it before I see a spoiler. But yeah, as soon as Yuji entered Mahito's domain expansion, Sakuna said, I told you once, you're dead. And this nigga just fucked Mahito up. With like the flick of a wrist or a flick of a finger. Sakuna is a villain. He's a monster, bro. He's not even at full power at all. And he's doing wild shit like that. He just moves different. Alright, let's go. Let's move on. Because I've been talking about that but domain expansion too long. But nah, Sakuna deserves his own video. That nigga's cold. But you can't even lie though. Gojo's ability is stupid. Oh my God. Bruh. Yeah, this video is gonna be long. God damn. Gojo. He has no business being that fucking broken. You have to solve a whole calculus 2 problem just to hit this nigga. This shit is crazy. Like, I'm a math major, so as soon as I saw that shit happening, as soon as he said convergence and divergence, nigga, I almost busted a nut. That shit was crazy, nigga. I almost fell out my fucking chair, bruh. Then I noticed, like, he is really close. Are they gonna use that whole like repulsion? I thought he had like a magnet ability. You know how like they repel, you can never touch similar ends of a magnet. So I thought he was using that. Then when he said convergence and divergence, nigga, I had to pause the video. I had to start pacing. I was like, these niggas did not just pull out the convergence and divergence theory on these niggas, bruh. Oh my God. Y'all niggas gotta see how complicated this whole convergence divergence theory is. I low-key hate this section of calculus. In Calc 1, I believe, it's kind of simplified. But when you get to Calc 2, you can really see how many ways you could take this convergence and divergence thing in. Because you can find infinity in everything. How the math plays out when you do things like a series or harmonic, or you do absolute convergence theory, or, you know, with ratios or roots roots tests and things like that. You figure out that sooner or later it would touch. And that shit is fucking crazy that they use that concept. Because that is real calculus. Something that explains our world, and they use that to explain his fantasy power, and it makes his shit seem even more broken. Cause nigga, if somebody were to get mad at Gojo saying, bro, what the fuck, Gojo could say, that's math, my nigga. That's math. Bro, he has this very, very broken concept that is the foundation of his power. But Loki, I don't think that's his power, my nigga. He has something that broken, and that's his passive. If they put that nigga Gojo in League of Legends, I'll stop playing. Oh my God. That nigga got a wind wall around him at all times. My nigga, what? Oh my God. Bruh. I'm gonna have to explain Jojo sometime soon, cause god damn. I'm gonna have to read the manga first so I can really get the grasp of his ability. Sheesh, cause you know, Calc 3 is kind of Calc 1 all over again, but that's in 3 dimensions. I took that shit, but Calc 2, that convergence divergence thing had my head spinning, cause that shit was just so annoying to do. You have to do everything perfectly to figure out. If you make one mistake, it'll go from conditional convergence to divergence. You know what? I hate this nigga Gojo, but let's move on. Cause Toto, that's my nigga right there, bro. I fuck with Toto heavy. Cause I just love characters like that. Like, they just so strong that they find things to just do. It's like playing an MMORPG or a JRPG. You just so cold, you start doing weird shit like, let me fight these niggas with only one sword, or let me disable my passive and see if I could just fight these niggas. Like, that's how Gojo is. Cause, you know, I'm not even talking about his ability yet, cause that's just stupid busted, but I'm talking about him as a character, bro. That's my nigga right there. His first question to any man is, what is your type of girl? And I started sitting up in my seat, cause I had a feeling Gojo had the same type that I did, so I was like, I had to hold my legs for a second. And when this nigga said toggle with a fat ass nigga, I started dying, cause that's my nigga, bro. That is the perfect combo. If I met Toto, and that's why I was so happy, cause I was like, if I met Toto in real life, and this nigga had to fade me or some shit, if he asked me that question, I'll give him the exact correct answer, and this nigga will fuck with me, bro. He'll probably be my guardian angel. He could be my Jujutsu sorcerer on speed dial. Like, Toto's real, man. And his ability is busted, and it's so cool how he activates that shit. He just goes, clapping is how he activates it, but he doesn't necessarily have to do it. So fighting Tojo would just be annoying as fuck. You about to throw a dagger at this nigga? Like, imagine Toto is like in the UK. You about to shank this nigga with a dagger, he just claps, you shank yourself. Well, actually, you know, you won't shank yourself, but you get what I'm saying. Like, he switches places with niggas, and that shit is so cold. But then Yuji's gotta be a monster, bro. He hit 3 black flashes in a row. The record is 4. He hasn't even finished a full year as a Jujutsu sorcerer at Jujutsu Tech. Come on. He's a freak athlete. I would hate to be in gym class with this nigga. Like, he'll just piss me off. We running the 100 or we doing the 40. You know how niggas be hyped doing the 40. Like, nigga, I'm fast. You do that 40, you say you do the pro shuttle 3.9 or 4.1. You think you fast in the bitch. You think you code. You usually come up in there and do that shit at 1.2. He ran the 100, I think, in 6.67. That makes no sense. Oh, I need to relax. But that makes no sense. There's no way a human runs a 100-meter dash in 6.67. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Bro, he's quick. That nigga be kicking rocks. Yuji is fast. Like, he is so fast, it's funny. Like, if you saw that nigga, like, Yuji's one of them niggas who'll probably just mess with niggas just to run. He's one of them niggas in elementary school who like hit a nigga just to run. He loved playing cooties in middle school because he could just touch a nigga and run full speed. This nigga Yuji was probably running a Usain Bolt 100-meter dash in probably 6th grade. Probably 4th grade. Bro, that's a fast nigga. You know how he's not tall though. So you know how funny he'll look running that 100? That nigga legs on nitro. Like, that nigga got wheels, bro. And then Inamaki, I gotta throw this in real quick. Inamaki's cold too. There's like a Marvel hero who can't even sneeze because he'll destroy the whole world or some shit, and he has to kind of not move. That's what Inamaki reminds me of. Like, he just so powerful that he has to limit his own life. And when he was running from that cursed spirit, right, and he turned to his niggas, he put on his mask and said, run, bro. I felt that. I almost got up out my chair and ran, bro. I almost got up in my chair and ran. That nigga's convincing. That nigga told me to jump off the bridge. I would have to, because that's his power. But if he didn't have that power and he told me to jump off the bridge, I'll get really close. Now look at this nigga like, damn, bro, you convincing as fuck. But anyway, I'm spazzing a little bit, because some of these concepts deserve its own fucking video. This series is on its way to GOAT status. I'm about to catch up on the manga, and I am not reading the comment section until I do. I may skim through it, but if I see a name, I'm scrolling. If I see the word dies, I'm scrolling, bruh. But yeah, man. Jujutsu Kaisen is cold. I'm happy I stopped sleeping. I'm mad that I was sleeping, but I'm happy that I slept for a little bit because it allowed some episodes to pile up so I could, because you know that 3-episode theory is real. I don't believe in it too much. I give a series about 10 episodes, and I really vet a series before I watch it. I have to really make sure that will be something I want to fuck with. I hate doing 3 episodes and dropping it. I just wasted an hour and 20 minutes of my life almost, or an hour of my life, or an hour and 30 minutes. It's kind of based on how you watch anime, but I really trying to vet a series before I watch it. And I knew that Jujutsu Kaisen was gonna be cold because RDC talked about it, and I was like, if these niggas fuck with it, I may fuck with it. Jujutsu Kaisen's cold. It's too fucking cold, man. Sheesh. Like, there's just so many things to talk about, and a 20-minute video will not wrap all of that up. So, goddamn. I'll kiss you on the left cheek, slap you on the right. I'll see y'all when I see y'all, man.
When this is over, I'm getting out of it. All of it. When I do, will you come with me? No, please. They're gonna kill you.